Hello and welcome back to Etrian Odyssey Nexus Recruitment Run. So in the meantime, I modded my 3DS, so I actually transferred my save file from that to Citra. I'll show you guys that after stream, but now I can transfer save files between the two and do other things as well. I can also stream directly from my 3DS to my PC, but it's only video, no audio. I'd have to get some extra cables to do audio. So unfortunately I can't do a non-Citra version of this playthrough. But still, I can finally show you guys my guild. Now, I do a little bit of exploration beforehand, but I thought I'd just... So I was missing just a little bit of the floor that was kind of out of the way, and I thought I'd get that squared off, since we were obviously going to go to the next floor. But then I hit this event here, so I have to hold off on that until stream. Now I can do it. And with Claire knowing mine, we can also handle that as well. Those two mine points. Although we aren't really needing for money. We've got 8.6k in. It's honestly too much for... You'll see, but I have a guild of 51 in my own personal save, so it's... like, money's tight, even when I manage to break the economy with a specialized farming team. Money is tight. Let's see, what can we use here? I mean, I could use fire. Whatever. Go with default to attack order. It's a bit less offense here, but we shouldn't have as much trouble with enemies. Still don't like mine. Mine's gonna be annoying. But its HP is low. Alright, how to do that event? I didn't even really start the event. I just saw that there was one and marked it for the stream. So yeah, wager we should. Of all the labyrinths I've been in, this kind of event has never turned into something foul. You should do it. Let's go with Marcia. Ooh, nice. Probably gonna get more than one item. This should... We'll worry about annotation when that time comes. Oh, that's right. I think I just need to change the icon. Now we can... I'm gonna have to take the long way around because I do not want to navigate through two bow nests. Alright, this one. This is one I was really hesitant to fight, given Kimmy's kind of weak, Kathy's a little weak, Maya's a little weak, Narcia's a little weak, only Claire has some kind of durability. And if somebody goes down, Narcia's out for this whole labyrinth. So what I decided but I managed to figure things out. Also, we have I use Chain Circle to arm bind to reduce damage. Akemi does Great Warrior to redirect all the aggro to Claire, the one durable party member. Then Narcia gets Firearms in the front line. And second turn we do Front Command on Claire. And Spear Assist on Claire. Yeah, Front Command takes on the element from Firearms. So with that, D2 turn these Lynxes. Pretty dang nice. Alright, now trying to get... Yeah, we have to get really close to it in order to get through that room safely backwards. Well, we can take the... Let's take the mining spot. Even if we don't need the Entall, we can get more items in the shop. Alright, same strategy as before. Just defend in the first turn without any kind of random instant kills. Chain Circle to reduce its offense. So Firearms for the counterattacks next turn. Yeah, it's weak to arm bind, so even though our Arcanist has a bit low infliction rates, it's still... I've yet to see it fail. That's how weak they are to arm bind. Oh, and also fortuitous news that my replacement headphones are finally coming in within this week, which means maybe by, I think, Thursday, you'll see me streaming a new game during the week. I forgot to hit that event. I just went straight to the next floor. Going down here to get to this event, but I just saw. Where's the habit, you know? Been getting steadily more used to speeding through games these days. Playing a lot of Borderlands 2 and going through the freaking campaign like 9 times just to level up 2 characters is a bit much. That all said, this isn't Borderlands 2, but that speedrun mentality is kind of infecting you here. Yeah, I'll have to stick with it. Alright, you know what? We do have time. Let's use negotiation to get TP back for Kemi. Because I don't think she can viably maintain all of her skill usage. At least over the long term. Could go without healing. So no force boost there. Just hit the weakest one then. And they might die next turn, they may not. She just stuff it up. No, let's just negotiate off Claire. Damage is rather lackluster. This is this HP. Her one is almost dead. Let's see. Beat the ice and dash. Oh, if we had Pew Ghost. Or Land Snatch. Either one, honestly. Well, even if we had a Land Snatch, there's no guarantee it'd be a shield specialist. It'd probably be a Link specialist. Or something. Either way. If we had a Land Snatch. Honestly, if it was a Link specialist, we wouldn't be able to make much use of them. We don't have much in the way of multi-attack. No, a Kemi could work with 5-ring slash. Now then, honestly, I'll just... Wait, it is morning, isn't it? Oh, that's gonna cost a lot. Alright, let's just hit up that. And then... yeah, I'll trust in Turning Tide. I will trust in Turning Tide. And then... Guard Order at the front. There we go. Keep doing... yeah, that's... because Claire is small but consistent TP burn, while a Kemi is variable and you can burn through hers very quickly. Nice. I don't think I've seen a Kemi dodge something in a long time. I also want to put Narcia in the front so that way she can get her own buffs and negotiate on herself. Be more turn efficient that way, but that does put Narcia at huge risk of getting downed. What do you know? A place to rest. Use it. Although I'm also half expecting a Petaloid encounter, but I don't think Petaloids are that prevalent in Nexus. Nice. It's not a Petaloid encounter. Just wish they were the same values, so I could just do HP plus TP instead of having to make the note like a third longer. Oh, and also... alright. Now we're prepared to go on to the next floor. Kind of, yeah, auto mapping's off. PS transferring the save files. So... let's see, auto mapping full. Normal. Yeah, I guess transferring the save file also overwrote the options menu. Huh. Oh, neat. So yeah, these are also the settings that I use in the game. I normally have auto mapping off. Means I have to take some extra steps on those missing squares. I see a shortcut up there. I want to be sure, I'll just preempt it there. Breed and Starry Slug. Forget what the Starry Slugs do here. I know the conditional requires poison damage. Even in my main game, it was a long time before I got that conditional. Almost impossible. We could bring Longville out. That's beside the point right now. Is that I forget what they do. I know it's an ice attack. I remember what they do in 3. Its enemies first appeared in 3 because, well, and that one they did a very low damage party-wide attack with a high chance to light bind because they were later on paired with enemies that had low accuracy. But here, I forget what they do. I think they retain the ice damage, but I forget what it does specifically. It's like a high attack or low attack damage, so I don't know how high of a priority they should be. as such. And because there's a rare breed, I'm going to force boost. Yeah, gonna have to just long thrust this. And force boost, increase infliction rate. Star circle to prevent fleeing, but also because that snail thing in the back uses legs. I want to... No, we got that rest, so I don't really need to have negotiation done on Marcia. So then attack order in the front line. That should do it for this turn. Whew. Good lines. It's good. Still missed though. But got the kill. And there's a blind. Ah, it's a line attack. Here are the leg binds that should stop it from using it further and also make the blind meaningless. Alright, so here we can just auto attack. Okay, it doesn't use the legs. Use the legs in 3. And also, that did barely any damage, so let's do a Bolt Slash and Spear Assist and see just how well that performs. Elementals are probably not effective at being on the back line. Alright, so Bolt does some good damage. Oh yeah. So close. Have a shortcut right here. Had cries for help monsters in disguise before, so I will hesitantly go check things out. Huh? You have like fish in there or something? Is Memento alright, but I have a feeling this is just an expensive bag and not something of actual worth. Or it could be your only bag. But because it's a precious bag, though. Oh, nothing much to lose. Total coin flip. I think I got this wrong when I did it the first time. If I'd opened up my old save file, I could check the map notes here. I'm gonna say south. God damn it. Nice dodge, Claire. Oh. Still some laughter in me from that, but I'll take it. I think Claire might be able to take... I'm gonna risk Claire getting hit by a bite off while being completely unoffended. I'll risk that. Oh, that's big. I know defend halves damage. Ugh. What I was really betting against was that it wouldn't kill her outright, but oh gosh. That's alright. Front command. And spear assist. And let's heal. Got 4 HP there. And yeah, that's it. Stuff. So I'm going to be defending from that one just to cut down on that damage. Well, it's not lethal, it's pretty bad. Anywho. Alright. So honestly, half expecting her to just disappear, because they've also encountered people who use monsters to kill other adventurers, so I'm really not trusting people that I meet in the labyrinth, especially if they don't have a sprite. Nice. I think we have one in the... There we go, level up. I think we already have a thread in the in-storage. This is, again, an extra. I think, at this point, I'm not going to be using them all that much. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to check. I know I can get Head Bash, I know heal goes up to level 5, and Line Heal is maxed, as well as Patch Up. But, I forget about the rest. So I'm gonna have to go check Kathy's build. Let's see. Revive goes up to 8, Delayed Heal goes up to 4. Final Gift goes up to 4. That's interesting. Well, that makes sense since her sub's going to be a protector. Obviously still don't want her to go down, but it's a helpful passive in that case. There's also Auto Revive 10, which is going to be pretty great. Delayed Heal though. Yeah, I want Delayed Heal. Confirm. I know Kemi has a build. Claire is just requires a video site once that's able to be gotten. Kathy has a build. Maya has a few skills she needs: Poison Circle, Trophic Eye, Charm Eye. Maybe some other stuff. I'd have to check the right thread for it because it's not a full scale build. No image put into a separate tab. And Narcia is build however I want. Well. Alright, this I remember being a lot of winding corridors. Like, it can be a long time before you hit a dead end on this floor. Alright, Devilfish. Etrian, let's go. I got some kind of bad memories of Devilfish. I used to ignore them until I decided to let them do their thing to see how bad it was, and it was bad. so they are a priority target. Snare circle, in case people get blinded. And let's go with attack order for now. No blind. This turn anyways. Oh, that wasn't even a skill. Oh god, they're bulky. I know our party isn't particularly high in damage, but they're bulky. I think I'll have to change up what we got. Alright, no blinds. Oh, Kimmy's down again. Alright, at least we're getting some decent damage in, but yeah, that's way less than I thought that would be. Ooh, probably should have used Classic earlier. We're gonna be fighting some much harsher battles if it takes that long to kill it. I'm gonna have to look up its weakness in the Monsters Codex later. Oh my, it's been a while since we looked at this. And it's weak to Volt? How is its weakness? We'll just need some weapon upgrades at this point. Definitely bringing Shreya back in. Luckily these guys aren't as bad as some of their past incarnations, but and this is gonna be annoying from here on out. Chain circle all the way, and I could preempt the firearms honestly, but let's just frick. Definitely want Villa, so yeah, I think I'll swap out Maya for Villa. It seems like the best bet, honestly. Either Maya and Arcia for Villa. I'm gonna want debuffs here, and she also has some ailments. Still a Right Seeker, but better than a War Magus, and better single target than an Arcanist. I'll hit attack word. It's more generally useful. Alright, didn't do it on itself. That's good. Which means we get to kill it in one turn. And its arms are bound. Fantastic. Well, not fantastic. We still don't have firearms, and even if we did, it wouldn't do much now because it's got that buff. That's why I want Villa with us, so she can remove it. However... Oh, do I negotiate or not? Let's not negotiate. Never mind, I didn't want to negotiate given how low Parents DP is getting. DP should be near full if you've got a Sovereign in your party. Alright, now we spear assist. Up and negotiate. Oh crap, I forgot you actually need firearms for that to actually work. Shit. Frick. Well, all the more reason to negotiate then. So then... Alright, let's just save TP, I guess. Actually, no, let's do recommend anyways, and have her do long post. Guess it took a lot longer because of that buff. So that pincer shield basically will make it, well, it removes its fire weakness and probably made it immune to ice. Like, it's a huge elemental buff. It's a lion buff too. Alright. See if with normal attack. Well, it's riskier because it drags out the fight. I do want to keep TP up. Well, I think we'll go this turn. That attack. But yeah, the randoms are only going to get harder from here. So I really need to reconsider our party formation. I might preemptively put in Charlotte, honestly, even though she doesn't have a revive. Just having the ailments and stuff to bypass physical resistance would be good. Let's investigate. Hopefully it's not that girl from earlier. Spell. Gosh, there are very few of these to get in the game, and arguably almost no reason to use them since Taunt Assassins exists. I'm tempted to just go back to town right now, get the party changed out. Oh, decisions. Explore a little bit more. Just a little bit. Just there, and remember the feeling. That, and I feel like it was kind of like that one in the Primitive Jungle where it was two one-ways instead of a single two-way, but I don't see the second one, and again I wouldn't because that's how one-ways work, but it doesn't quite work, because if one-ways were, I think it would be here, but that just, no, map design doesn't work like that, because walls actually have physical space. In Etrian Odyssey, they aren't just paper-thin dividers between floors. I don't know whether to rejoice or be fearful. Generally, I'm like, yay, bonus XP, but also like, oh god, it's just a tougher version of an already tough enemy. freaking delayed heal. And Paradise. Alright, circle. Victory vow. Attack order. And fled. Alright. It's 4 force boosts. It's 4 out of 5 force boosts on an enemy that fled. Alright. Oh, I think I remember this spot. Seems familiar. Let's take a rest. Well, the same standard amount. This I happen to know from memory. It's a reusable healing spot. Here would, even though we're mostly healed up, this would be a good spot to turn around. Mapped out maybe a quarter of this floor. And it's getting late in the day. And oh yeah, this combo again. Well, as long as it doesn't buff itself, it's not too difficult. Little firearms. Alright, with that, we can now start doing other things. Yeah, we are going to the end, so might as well be less conservative with the TV. As you can see, that did almost no bonus damage. It just completely eliminates its elemental weakness. Alright, let's spirit assist that. Normally that deals like double damage, but oh gosh, no. Stop. This is... Is the attack of weapon or just cut attack? The Twin Swallows is attack with a cut weapon. So this will get the fire element from firearms. So I couldn't slash get it too? I'll find out. Actually, it is unsafe to declare it not full HP, so let's go. Oh, it does get it. There we go, good. Nice. Yeah, let's go with Conqueror. Rally Order is also kind of nice, but also I feel kind of meh about max HP increase builds, just because they tend not to increase the HP with the max increase. You have to like spend 2 turns to get their full effect, while other buffs take 1 turn. But with Reinforce, you can Reinforce's heal is actually applied after Rally Order applies its max HP buff. So you can actually heal yourself up by almost the amount that you gain. These guys, we should be able to just mow down. Very much so. Kingfisher, easy to take down. so is Akemi. Alright, let's do a twin swallows. We're about back to town, so it's fine to just not give a hoot about our TP conservation. Especially since it's the last battle before the stairs. Right, that's that. I go to the shop, and then we go to the guild. Katana. So Kemi might still be usable. Not quite. Well, it is strength up, which is nice. It's a 64 to 67. It was like 1 point below. I get it, but it's not. But the strength up makes me hesitate a bit because strength gets added directly to attack, so it might actually be good growth. Good damage increase. Oh, before the guild, let's accept some requests. It's a very capacitor thing to do. Honestly, I'm surprised this place isn't randomly closed when we stop by. That just tells us we got chop points on the current floor, and do we have anyone with chop? I have to take that in consideration. I think Villa can get chop. But of course I haven't given her that point. This one. We'll probably be fighting swarms of fangfish and the new devilfish, if not a new variant of those. Which means we're gonna have to fight some devilfish in the randoms first to make sure we've got a good party before we go fight the variants. Yep, that sounds like devilfish and fangfish. And finally, ooh, this one. Alright, this one gave me a lot of trouble initially. Might give me even more trouble this time. Alright, now to change our formation. So first things first, I want to get Villa in here. So we're replacing either Maya or Narcia, and I'm gonna go with Maya. Alright, and then I want to give Charlotte a try. I really want to give Charlotte a try. Also kind of want to bench Kemi, so I might put Freya in. I don't know, Kemi's been kind of the crux of a lot of our offense. Like, even if she's not attacking herself, Great Warrior buff, front command, this stuff's been pretty pivotal in my tactics. Just realized I've got a tactic shogun instead of a freaking dual wield. All my personal shoguns are dual wields. Ah, never thought I'd have a tactic shogun. Of course, that's actually not Akemi's build. She's warrior might and dual wield, but you know, it's all there. Alright, so there is Shreya. Front command's kind of too good. Right, and then I will put Charlotte in instead of Kathy, because Charlotte will be learning random disease, because how else are we going to deal? Are we going to get ailments? Not normally. I would never recommend random disease because just horrible. Like the infliction rate's kind of high. It's like 65% or something. But it picks the ailment randomly first, and then it rolls to see if it gets infected, and then it's done. Which means you don't know what ailment you're rolling for, and it could happen to be an ailment that it's like immune to, at which point at 65% doesn't really matter. And it's a lot of ailments it gets to choose from, so this has very little control. It's not like it rolls for each ailment individually. No, it just picks one ailment and rolls for it. So, it's kind of a bad skill, but a bad skill is better than no skill. This is a horrible skill. A horrible skill is worse than no skill, but there aren't any of those in these games. Memory Conscience to go off Kathy. This is also the first time Kathy has not been in the party, except for that time I took out TN for training. And that was off stream too. This is actually the first time on stream that Kathy has not been in the party. Narcia. I mean, it's kind of alright though, because with Narcia, if someone goes down, not only does Charlotte not have her revive, but Narcia would also go into a panic. So, double down on the bad things. Oh, 13 skill points. That's pretty great. But how far to take random disease is a good question. Also, how far to go with the rest of this stuff? You know what? You got that stuff, so let's just blitz for Black Wave on Villa. Gosh. Went there. Let's get this up to at least 1 point before the TP increase. Let's get back up. Just play stays at 1. Leveling it up only increases the infliction rate of the reflect, and normally if an enemy hits you with poison, they themselves are immune to poison. Let's work heal up. And we're at line up. 5 skill points left. Could take this all the way to 8, honestly, but then goddamn TP. One issue is no passive healing, but Narcia's got that covered with Royal Veil and Monarch March. Gosh. Oh hey, you finally showed up. You know, I mean, I'll say in the Discord if it's otherwise, but I always start at 10:30 sharp, or at least I do my best to. I might as well just get Charlotte equipped while I think about where to put those last 5 skill points. Hold out on the good stuff. Ah. Well, as always, well, it's a little lonely without someone to chat with. You can always watch the replay, so nothing too much lost. Oh, fantastic. Charlie can use swords, so he can finally use Wyvern's Wing. This thing's good up until like the 7th Labyrinth. It's just that good of a sword. Was it the 5th or 6th? I forget. It was like, this sword lasted me like 4 or 5 Labyrinths before I had to swap it out. Really glad to have it. Do I have a better scythe? Getting there. Getting close. Skill. Oh, that's nice. We have Narcia to help with that, so I don't think it's too worth it. Let's make sure we've got nectars. Oh, Kalantra, we don't have too many of those in stock. I'll keep a stock of 5. That should be good. Now we're to put the last 5. So the heals don't do that much up front, but they should heal for about the same as a medic overall. Although I feel like they heal for less, but that might just be my perception. Let's dump all 5 to war heal. Gotta make sure that's as good as possible. Make sure nobody dies. Well, we aren't fighting that for a long time. I think that thing's like level 40 or something. And we're also not going to do Alpha Planes for a while yet, just because I think we'll have a bit of a tough time with our current guild, so I want to make sure they're over-leveled. Hopefully this party has an easier time with the Devilfish. Speaking of the devil, alright, Bolt Slash, Spear Assist, and what to do here? Tweak to Paralysis. So, oh that's right, but it's maxed out. TP cost. Let's go for it. Devilfish after all. And then I could do Random Disease, honestly. Whirlwind actually doesn't do any damage, so it doesn't really matter that you're on the back. Let's get the back order there, and attack order or shock arms? Both attack. Dodge. No, like fire. Important part here is that I can now move Charlotte up to. Actually, it's kind of too weak for Charlotte to use a guard slash. Let's just keep up with the bolt slash and do long thrust and attack. And, oh wait. Still using long thrust though. There we go. But Char didn't even get to attack. Back to back line, and I'm Claire, because you're probably just gonna swap with her the most. Did I bring anyone with Chop in the party? Oh, nobody's got Take. Sorry, nobody's got Chop. Ah, yes. This was a fun little event. Didn't really need it at this point, but it's good to have. Honestly, it's not just refreshing for them, it's refreshing for me just to read this. So often these things go horribly wrong. So I'm gonna need to mark that tile. Question mark. That's this floor's foe. Alright, how to handle this. I think we can start off with Spear Assist, with eroding miasma. That's the whole reason Villa's here. And then random disease on the back there. Firearms to the front. Yeah, even from the back, that's bad. Of course, you miss. Alright, now we do Grit Warrior on Claire. Then he gets to bite off, attack, and let's see how strong War Heal is. Meantime, yeah, just attack. Don't need any buffs. Can't really afford to do negotiation. Total 70, which is about as much as what heal does from a medic, just split between Yang and End. Make it a little bit harder to use since you want to use it for emergency healing. Whatever. And with this, we can do Spear Assist to round things off. And actually, right now would be a good time for War Heal to kick in. So we can top Claire off, then she gets hit with Bite off, so it ends her turn. One of the issues with Ormagus is there's no passive healing, so you have to use up a lot of TP after battle to heal, but I think I'll let March do its whole deal. Only check for healing right before a battle happens. Let's keep playing. If you can do it back and forth infinitely, that'd be really nice. But of course, that can never happen. Not the worst grouping. There were Fangfish with this thing, it'd be really bad, but it's just freaking Starry Slugs, which are also a hindrance, but not as bad as doing a combo attack. Alright, but to help deal with this, because it's a decent damage output that they have, we need to force boost. actually kind of debating whether to force break immediately, but let's go with straight force boost. And Sport Heal Claire. Or not actually, let's yeah, let's try Random Disease, because it's not going to go down in one turn. And let's do Force Boost Attack Order. Gotta level up Brain Force. Okay, Kemi's not dead. Nice, asleep. Fantastic. Now who's going to hit it? That also means no Guard Flash unless I kind of forfeit damage. Okay, let's Spear Assist. And let's see. I know we don't. Should I have Poison Reed? Yeah, we do. But it's weak to Curse and Petrify. Let's go with Poison Reed. Alright, so after that, and then Guard Order. No poison. But the fish is dead. Alright, it's weak to stab damage, so this is all on Claire. I guess let's try Paralyzing Root. Actually, you know what? Eroding to help with the damage even more. That was some damage. I'm tempted to max this out, but then the TP cost will spike. Let's go for the line. Not gonna fight these things yet. So not totally comfortable fighting Devilfish. Also, I should be marking its path. It's something like that. Let's not use the TP on Twin Swallows, and instead do an Echoing Slash. And normal attack, and I'm tempted to counter it with Darkness Reap, but it is resistant. They are resistant to darkness, so let's Paralyzing Reap. You have Narcia to restore TP. And then Whirlwind, try and get a Leg Bind. And, yeah, Guard Order. course, no lines. Let's see, I think just normal attacks to finish it off. And War Heal on Akemi. And Negotiate Villa. Gonna want to negotiate on. How should we do a War Heal line there while we negotiate on Claire? As I was saying, War Magus has a bit of some TP issues. But I'll work through them. I forgot to keep track of its pathing up there, so I don't know if that path is totally correct. Mapped. Right, dead end here. Alright, gonna have to get Charlotte back, so let's move Akemi to the back so she also can get TP back. Now then, to do, so I just have to long thrust for here. Rousing Reap. Warrior. Every warrior should be fine. I know we're doing Rousing Reap, so let's not. However, let's try Guard Slash. At the same time, being in Guard Order. Right, double paralyze. That should have also gotten the effect. Here, let's take it a little bit easy and not do Bold Slash. Being better at dealing with them. Okay, so I thought I'd overdrawn it half, but it was under by a square. Okay, and just barely flee into the pathway. Okay, probably goes all the way to that end. On the wall because we're not going to risk fighting that thing. Nobody needs healing. And we're through. Alright, this is the kind of encounter that I don't want to fight right now. But luckily it's a preemptive. I know how to deal with the Fangfish. Morningstar would be best, but cannot keep that up. Alright, that's Great Warrior, Claire, do Legion Thrusts, Eroding Miasma. Try to randomly use the guy in the back, and attack Warrior the front line. Alright, but sleep, it's good. Now I know that I do not have enough damage, even with the buffs, to take out Fangfish in one turn. That's kind of bad news. Right, I forgot they call him back up if you don't kill him immediately. This is kind of bad. Don't have any kind of line piercing attacks either. Just line shredding. Great, just great. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, now it's deadly as I've had to be, but god damn, I do not want that to happen repeatedly. Alright, I'll leave Claire for Turning Tide, while everybody else focuses on the front. Yeah, the buffs farmed, didn't they? Yep. Ah, fantastic. Well, we can keep fighting. See, I can't use skills. So we just get Nectar in there. That's just a miss without a blind. Alright, since we have to go back to town to swap out Sia now, we have for time to recover. For a whole freaking 2 floors to recover. You're just going to have to blaze through this. To think, it wasn't Akemi who triggered her panic attack. We aren't fighting our way back, so let's use one of our 2 Ariadne threads. Alright, body armor is their new medium armor. Oh. Really unfortunate we lost Narcia yet again. Also kind of inevitable. Any gear I need to transfer? Nope. Alright, I'll be swapping her out for maybe Treya? Yeah, good work. Still could use a go. Or Maya. Maya's disables are at least the most consistent out of everyone in the guild. But I personally want more damage right now, and you'll just need range damage, so Treya, just move Philip to the back. Alright, new skill points. Let's check for gear to update. Oh, Leaf Javelin's better. Oh, that's the mine. Mine item. What does Leaping Rush do? Ooh, that could be good. The random skills are kinda iffy. Gotta be really good or really bad. Depends on the RNG. We did use one nectar, so let's replenish that. Let's see how far we can forge this. Alright, we're up to +5. Puts her way ahead of Claire yet again in attack. Right, and now I have to set out once again. This party should have a relatively easy time with this. And I actually want to see how strong Morningstar is. Maybe you don't get to see it at all. Double Legion Thrust was, after all, a staple of our party. Alright. Okay, introduced to Metals. I'm curious to see how auto mapping handles these. I assigned them a purple tile.
気をつけろ。それは丁寧の床だ。踏み込むと簡単には動けんぞ。
Call us amateurs? I see. You're probably the one she was talking about.
あいつと俺の関係だと。お前たちには関係のない話だろう。
Yeah, perhaps like how he never told us his name.
まだ名乗ってなかったか。俺はロブ。お前たちと同じ冒険者さ。
Anything else to say now? Other than how the heck has he been soloing this far? Oi, oi. Tile and uses orange for here? Oh, great. I have to freaking remap all those faux paths. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of mapping work. Alright, now then how to deal with these guys will be to immediately aim for the one in the back. Don't want to force boost because it's not a long-term viable strategy. So we could get this twice in a row and then we wouldn't be able to go with it. So let's use Stifling. Yeah, that's what. Kimmy may die. Yeah, I could, but I want to stick with... Okay, there goes again. I want to stick with what the auto mapping does, since I decided to turn it on. So, I'm kind of curious, if I like say delete, well, if I erase these panels, I just erase one, I just fill one in with purple, if it would adjust. See if that happens. For now, we don't have a revive, and if Akemi keeps dying, our trips are going to be short and expensive. And that thing's not even half dead. Alright, we're just gonna have to take out the front line and then make do with what we've got. Alright, so eroding miasma. Yeah, I was really conflicted on how to map the ice, because it does change to water later, but it is still ice. And I normally map water with blue and also ice with blue, because they usually be the same thing. Like ice and water never really featured in the same game before now. Except for, yeah, I think in 4 they appeared at the same time, right? Either way. Didn't have a gray and blue tile then. Alright, if you Spirit says it's going to be too late, it's going to summon more friendlies. So let's War Heal Kemi and... Right, they are using long thrusts. But I don't see any skills that are worth the cost for a single target. Alright, now it's almost dead. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was really torn on how to draw the water tiles, what color to use. Eventually, like, for one of the post-game mazes, I ended up just letting Automap handle it because it was a lot of ice. I didn't want to have to fill in everything. And I saw Automap used, well, gray for it, so I just stuck with gray for it. Now to kill this devilfish. I was gonna start DP. I would do Paralyzing Reap to get these Fangfish out of action, but we don't have any ways to restart DP with Garcia in a panic. Oh gosh, I don't think we have any passive healing either aside from Turning Tide. Ooh, this is gonna hurt our long-term. Our Labyrinth endurance has gone down pretty significantly without a medic or Sovereign. Ugh. But the map doesn't update dynamically to show that, so I want to have a different tile to indicate that it's water that can turn into ice, as opposed to just always water. So glad these weren't petaloids. not to give Claire a skill point. Let's see. Yeah, I suppose Bloodlust. So, will it adapt or will it just still paint orange? Either way, I'm gonna have to change some things. Again, what you did say earlier does have merit because those mud tiles only appear in this labyrinth, so it's not as much to remap if I just change the mud tiles. Yeah, but I'm just gonna hope it's more advanced code than what it actually is. That was a nice kill. Yep. Ah. Oh. I'll just remap it. It'll be easier to do this in the long run. I think the mud tiles are like that. It's hard to see after like 2 or 3 tiles ahead. So was there a level up? I think there was. Yes, there was for Kemi. Let's see, we could get Morningstar. Well, let's get Twilight Hours so we can work our way towards execution. Also, we have to start heading back to town, unfortunately. Because it is almost time to end the stream. Well, almost time. There's a bit of post-stream to do tonight. No fights the whole way.
Konnichiwa.
I'll ask about it tomorrow night. Not much loot this time. Alright, and with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see most of you next stream. Instead of turning this off, I'll just go straight into the post, so keep watching if you want to see what's next. Which is kind of what I mentioned at the very beginning. Alright, leaving now. I mentioned at the very start, I hacked my 3DS, so I managed to transfer the save data from there over to Citra. So I can finally show you guys my whole guild. You can see it's 51 members, they're all 130, R130. Which took a little bit. There's a... I can actually show a training method. So I managed to make at least 2 of every class, and some, like Lordfear, I honestly had no idea how to make, because I only remember we saw 2 builds. For Protector, 2 main builds. You can come up with a 3rd one, each one with the subclasses. Well, I could come up with more builds for Protector, but none that I think would play to its strength, because I tried to make them more versatile. I could just, you know, go for a specialist instead. That'd be more optimal. Some also never quite left field, even though I have some builds, like Zesuru, who is clear stance, because I end up never really not using running that much. Yeah, I came up with nicknames for all of them, and at least do my best with the builds. As for titles, though, I give them to people that I actually end up using. Like, if I have a build but never quite got to use them in the advanced party or anywhere else, then I did not end up giving them a title. Because 51 titles was a lot to come up with on the spot when they're finally unlocked. Honestly, one of the things I tried to do on the Super Boss was do my EO4 party of just triple Imperial and have just disablers in the back, and that didn't work. Imperial is a lot squishier this time around. Whereas the tiles don't really give you the subclasses, so Hero Pugilist, who is meant to work in Disable Party, is what Ferret is. So he gets Raging Billows to increase his damage. Also has Clinch, so on turns where he can't really go all out on the offense, you can help in fully binding the boss. Steer Mill is the standard Imperial with a Drive Blade. I'm considering respecking her so she can get Excel Drive. I know Regiment Rave is stronger, but especially when fighting Super Boss, can't always get this thing up to have decent potential, so Excel Drive would be good for during those turns. Silly he's the only one with a more normal title. Originally it was going to be Hero of Calamity, but that doesn't fit. I had to reword it to Calamity Hero, and that's because I normally used him. He used to be Hero Shogun, and so he'd always use Taunt Assassins alongside, where was it? New Challenger, to help grind up people before I found some power grinding methods. And every time I'd use it, I'd almost get a game over. Like halfway through, or even before halfway through all the battles that New Challenger would create, we'd have to bail. Because they just get so tough. So taxing. So that's why it's called Calamity Hero. It's a hero that brings calamity. Professor is Protector Ninja, your classic EO3 main sub combination, and I find me pretty useful. I mean, you don't have much time to use Nimpo Smoke, and while you could use Nimpo Double, I personally don't. I still have it. Revenge Bomb though activates a lot because Protector goes down shielding the party quite a lot. Ideally, she wouldn't, but she does, so Revenge Bomb's pretty nice. Mainly though, it's about reflexes and concealment, so that she actually can dodge attacks while she's protecting other people and gets TP back for it too. And then Mifil is, of course, the standard Highlander sub for Nexus, which gives you Bloody Veil, and as well as a stack of Fizz defense up and HP up and Bloodlust, amongst other things. You could also get more spear skills for attacking, but as I mentioned earlier, when you have a guild of this size, it's much better to have specialists than versatile characters. Much better to make your party great at everything it does, rather than have each individual person be good at everything they do. Let's get over Law here, because I never quite found out a build for him. Shav was the original medic. They're in for most of the game, as well as they're in the post-game. And I honestly don't see much value in having a sub for medic, because the main medic skills are just that good, because you have debuffs, a star drop, healing's really good. Sovereign was just, it kind of fit with the party I was in, just because you get Royal Dignity and Lineage, because I already had Sovereign in there, just to get some passive restores. I later got the orders just to, I don't know, fill it out. Same with Karolaf, with really needing us to be an offensive medic. That's why I sub War Magus. But again, most it's just using medic skills. And a Frigny has served us pretty damn well. As our main survivalist, use Land Snatch to make use of their high agi. Ginter is going to be the Hazy Arrow Specialist, but I never actually got him out into the field for it. Even though I use him a lot, I never quite figured out a title for him. But he's survivalist farmer and part of the farming party. And I think this will go on forever if I keep going like this. It's already like 7 minutes past. But right now, current party is by Steermill, Sterlin, Frigny, Shaft, and Mifil. And this is what I'm going to currently attempt the first post boss with. At least, I think the current best party. I've tried a few, but mostly what thwarts me is that I end up taking a break mid-fight and then forget where I am in the pattern. Only once I've actually like fought it out straight over to a game over so far. So this seems like the best because I want an Imperial Dealmate to be the primary damage against the boss itself. Frigny can just one-shot all of the adds that pop up with drop shot. And then Steermill can magnify damage with Regiment Rave, while also being a bit durable herself, more durable than Sterlin. But she also has the shield skills, which should help mitigate against some of the priority moves that the super boss has. Oh, and also Miracle Edge. That's also why initially I had a Highlander here, specifically for the Force Break, but then I realized Miracle Edge is also ranged and I'll attack, so I'll use that too. Take care of both the boss and the adds during the final phase. Mifil is instead of Arvezla, just because to make Arvezla's dodge rate reasonably high, I have to keep the bow smoke up, and I want to be dodging every turn. Well, not dodging, I want to be guarding every turn. Well, Mifil doesn't need to keep buffs up on herself other than maybe taunt, and she should have Fortify. I'm thinking of increasing this to a higher level, but I'll probably don't need to, but I can figure something out. And then Chaff, because Medic and also Sovereign sub a little help with removing debuffs if we get anything. I do not have the register as the squad, so I might as well do that before I show you the rest. So this is my main party that I've used throughout most of the game, which is Hero, Night Seeker, Pugilist, Sovereign, and Harbinger. This is the party that I used throughout most of the final labyrinth, 14th. This is one used for hunting foes. This one was for grinding a bit on the last floor, as well as gathering certain items. This one was for power leveling, I think. Yeah, well, yeah, this one was for power leveling. And this is for gathering. So I guess I'll replace... Now I'll replace the special grinding party. So this kind of party is rendered completely null by the super boss just because it has a way to basically cast Refresh on itself while also screwing over the party at the same time. So, but Hero Pugilist, Night Seeker Pugilist, because again Raging Billows just stacks but also clinch, so you can inflict binds. And Pugilist Night Seeker, because eventually Following Strike is going to activate during the paralysis, and then you're going to have Foul Mastery, give it a stack, and Follow Trace, also deal more damage. But mostly it's a lot of binds, and ailments get fully disabled party, and Raging Billows will just increase damage through the roof. And Sovereign Highlander, so that you can stack Bloody Offense, attack order, just get Blood Fortune, but it wasn't as big in my mind in the past. And using for Harbinger though, yes, they can provide healing, mostly it's wilting and binding miasma to make landing ailments and binds easier, as well as have them last longer. The medic sub, just so that we have a revive, amongst other things. Has a lot of spare skill points. or a fair amount.
どうするのだ。誰を呼ぶのだ。
And this party can handle pretty much all the randoms that the 14th island can throw at you. Pretty simple though. Just have Shogun use front command on your protector, and then your Imperial does Excel Drive on whatever the highest priority enemy is, and then your Survivalist does Quick Step on your Imperial. Your Medic does Chase Heal, while your Protector does Line Shield on the front line. So now all the attacks to the front line get redirected to Protector, which can activate Front Guard, which then has all the people counterattacking. And immediately, Excel Drive goes off and kills whatever the heck you want dead immediately. So the only person that can be attacked without counterattack activating would be your Medic, which is kind of unlikely because probably also had pre-taunt activate. Yeah, it's really good. It's got good stab damage for dealing with enemies that are resistant to, are weak to stab, specifically a certain very annoying enemy that likes to suicide bomb and debuff. You also have strike damage with Curse Strike from the Shogun that can deal with a certain physical resistant enemy. It's even better than Bolt Slash. And of course Excel Drive to deal with anything nasty. Well, it's Flank Shot, Morning Star, amongst other things. It's mostly Front Guard though that does all the work.
誰を呼ぶのだ。
And was Growing Party. I mentioned this earlier on the stream, but basically you want where are they all? Overwisdom you just need on one person because it doesn't stack. Safe Stroll you only need on one, but you can get on all. Harvestry, of course. You want Nature's Blessing and Double Crop. And these stack. So you just get that on all your farmers, but also have them all sub-survivalists because you get Nature's Blessing. As well as Risk Perception. Those all stack. And you just get a survivalist, so you have someone with main job Risk Perception. So you get an even higher stack, and then just sub-farmer to get the same Nature's Blessing and Double Crop stacks. So you end up getting a lot per harvest. And then, because of Flee, this just always activates, and you have 4, technically 5 instances of Flee, although the HP cost is astronomical until you get to level 4. I don't recommend using it on a farmer main.
どうするのだ。
The Power Living Party. This is one of your key units, Ronin. You can also do it with a Highlander that has Silver Thrust weapon skill. Reason being is you want Helm Splitter. Shogun was just to buff up Ronin, Great Warrior, Protector. You can also sub with the Zodiac, really all you need is an anti-fire skill, so like Firewall or Fire Prophecy. And then farmers with Earth's Bounty.
期待しているぞ。
So using this party, it should be Illusory Woods. I haven't given any of the gear. I haven't given the Memory Conch, and I don't think I have the Heavenly Gifts on me, so we won't see the maximum possible XP that this can give, but should get an idea for how good it is. So Illusory Woods. Get this thing. depending on level, you might not get this in one turn, but it'll eventually get there. It could take a few turns. Shouldn't take too much though. It doesn't always use a fire attack, but that fire attack is actually its only attack. So normally you have one use a Heavenly Gift, but as you can see, I don't have it on me, so never mind. Don't need to use skills either, so you just have them do normal attacks. There you go, got one hit. And it gives 500,000 XP. Which you can then double with Heavenly Gift to make it over 1,000,000 XP. And it respawns instantly, and it does the check for rare breed on respawn. So you can get, I don't know, 5 or 6 million XP from off one. It's a lot. I really have to go to the bathroom, otherwise I'd show you guys more. So, hate to cut it early now, but I think next stream I'll try Super Boss afterwards. So stick around if you want to see that. I'm also kind of torn whether I want to do it on my main save on the 3DS or want to do it here in Citra, but I'll do it in Citra so I can do it on stream. So with that, once and for all, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night.